Get hyped! Stop the ride.
G2A.com, the best video game store ever! Fast as lightning, solid as a rock, cheap as duck. What's more, you can sell on it because it's also a marketplace. Remember G2A.com, the best video game store ever!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the DotaPit League Season number 3 group stages. It is a Group B match between Team Empire and Vega Squadron. I do apologize for the delay. Honestly, we were just sitting here and we were loading into the game. We had every single person in the game, all of the observers, all of the players, except for one guy, Silent. He had a rough issue. He couldn't load in. We had no idea what was going on. He wasn't responding. Empire wasn't responding. Eventually, we got in, though. We did it. We made it, team. We're here. We're well underway into the draft already. But, guys, it is this 2-game series for Group B. Team Empire currently sitting at 2-2. You have Secret, which they did take down 1-1 in their series against them, as well as Virtus Pro. For Vega Squadron, they're 1-3. They beat, I believe, Virtus Pro. No, actually Alliance in one game, and then they lost 2-0 to Secret. So Vega Squadron trying to get out, of course, of that last spot here in Group B, looking to maybe make it up to the top of the standings. We'll see what happens in this series. Of course, I'm not alone, as always. I'm joined by Pit Monclar, production manager, Mawpaxer Stats Man, and of course, Tralf is joining us today as well. Tralf, how are you, man? Tralf?
Oh, shit. Sorry. Oh, I just said a bad word, too. I muted my mic or something. I am good, though. We're finally here after a long issue, but good to go. I'm surprised, though, that you mentioned that Vega's 1-3.
Yes.
Because, I mean, I guess it's not too surprising that they went 0-2 against Secret because they're considered one of the stronger teams here. But, you know, off of the showing that they had in the qualifiers, they looked damn good. So, it's both surprising and not surprising, too, because they went against Secret, but I'm wondering if they can go 1-1 against Empire, because if you've been watching lately, Empire's right up there with Secret, went 1-1 with Secret as well.
Yeah.
And have just looked really, really good lately. Like, easily one of the top teams in all of Europe plus CIS. So,
I think a lot of the success is given to Empire's cores, but at the same time, I feel like their supports don't get enough. Like, always want to fly Aloha Dance. They've been playing amazingly. Honestly, that entire roster has been so good. I mean, there's so many top-tier players on that team. It was so fun to watch that game where they were playing up against Secret. They won that first game. I forget. I think they had Yoki on the Faces Void, absolutely rocking it. I think Resolution was playing SF, I want to say, and they just decimated Secret in that first game. So if you can take a game off of Secret, you're doing pretty well for yourself. They are, I believe, 2-2. They're looking for a 2-0 here over Vega, but we've already talked about Vega in the qualifiers. We talked about how good they could be. They go for 2 of the most broken heroes in the game of the Accident Sniper, so they've got a good start to their draft.
Wait, so the two, who did they lose to then? They lost one to Secret, and then do you know the other team off the
Virtus
top of your
Pro.
head?
Virtus Pro, yeah.
Virtus Pro. Okay, Virtus Pro. Interesting. Yeah. So these are, and again, make sure to look out for. I think it's No on the mid players.
Yes,
Just
yes.
really been on fire ever since he debuted. At least for me and most of the people watching, I would say in the qualifiers to DotaPit. So Teskar in the 3rd position picked up here for Team Empire. We saw this picked up by Cloud9 yesterday, and it was awful.
Yeah, it was not good.
Anything with it.
Yeah.
And I actually think they had similar heroes. I don't remember. It fails me. But I just remember No Tail played it and did absolutely nothing with it. And by nothing, I meant he died a lot, but that was about it.
So he did something, but it was a lot of feeding.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it really comes down to where you lane him, and there's a lot of different factors because there's so many different ways to play Tusk. It's just it's very rarely picked, so you have a lot of different options. You can go 4 position support. I think he's best in the offlane, personally. I think he benefits a lot more with levels. He's very spell reliant. He's not so much item reliant. You get in Blink Dagger and you're pretty much set. But
yeah.
He just needs the levels for his spells to be effective.
Yeah, I agree with you. But it's kind of tough to put him in the offlane, I think. But you do have Sigil to work with as well. So I think he's actually, I don't feel like teams have experimented with him enough in the offlane, honestly. Whenever we see him, he's like 4 position support. He's like barely getting anything. He's just like, guys, I'm level 3. The other supports are like level 5. I need something here. Can you give me anything? Oh, the Invoker picked up for Team Empire. The first Invoker I've seen in some time. He might have been picked at DAC. I didn't see a game with him. It's been a long time since the Magus comes out. And this time it's on the squad of Empire here with their 4th pick.
Yeah, and Quaswex Invoker has just been so much more popular in the last, I would say, 2 months, really. In a larger sense, overall, I would say Exort's been more popular in the history of Dota 2, but in the last couple of months, Quaswex has been quite popular. I mentioned this because when Exort was the more popular build and Resolution was picking him a lot for Team Empire, this, to me, was hands down the best Invoker player in the world. At least for Exort. I saw him play Quaswex, I forget when, and I was just like, I was taken aback a bit because I was like, oh my god, Resolution is such a good Exort Invoker. And he played Quaswex, and it was okay, but I'm wondering if he goes back to Exort this game, because he plays an Exort Invoker more impressively to me than almost any other player that plays it.
Now, I want to ask you, when you pick an Invoker and you go Exort, do you have to have that long duration stun to be able to Sunstrike snipe across the map, or are you just content with winning your lane and getting your Forge Spirits up and pushing down towers and maybe getting a snipe here and there? Do you like to have that long duration stun? Is that a necessity or what?
It almost is, just because if you're not hitting global Sunstrikes, then what's the point of going Exort? Obviously, you can pressure lanes very nicely and push, but there's other heroes that can do that same thing too.
Yes,
so
yes.
It just kind of you get the full effectiveness out of the global potential of Invoker once you have a solid stun. Now, Magic Missile is not the worst duration. It scales not too bad, or not too well, I should say, as far as stun duration, but it's 1.45 and 1.75 at the end. So if you get 2 levels of it, 1.5 seconds, that should be enough time for the Invoker to get ready to set it up. So the thing about Exort Invoker is you don't need the greatest setup. Obviously, things like Chronosphere make it super easy, but
yeah.
As long as you just have a heads up from your support saying, hey, I'm going to stun this guy, watch bottom, and then Invoker uses a little bit of time and then sets it up, it should be pretty easy.
Yeah, I think for Resolution especially, you talked about how he's one of the best Exort Invokers. This shouldn't be a problem for him. I'm sure he's very well versed in the hero. However, I'm concerned about his laning matchup, whether it's Sniper, which it could be, or more than likely Wind Ranger, because no one plays that almost exclusively in the middle lane. I feel like that
right.
is not the best matchup. If a lot of Invoker's damage in lane does come from right click, and Wind Ranger could always win run. Her base damage and attack animation is so damn good. Invoker, he hits like a wet noodle. He's like, right click, just doesn't do anything. So I feel for him in this matchup, and it might be a bit tough until at least he gets a couple levels in Force Spirits, if he does go for Exort. So
yeah, we still don't know yet if he's going to go Exort or Quaswex, but just have to wait for that. Personally, though, I would rather solo against a Wind Ranger than a Sniper. I think Snipers, if you know what you're doing, is the best solo. I just think he's so strong. The Shrapnel change was so good for him in the mid lane. That's a Lina pickup, actually, for Team Empire. And so I'm wondering if that's going to be core with a support... Sorry, yeah, with a support Tusk and Venge. That seems to be the most likely.
yeah.
But yeah, I would rather solo the win range than the sniper. The shrapnel is just way too strong, and on a hero against a hero, I should say, like Invoker, who already has one of the slowest movement speeds in the game to start with. It's horrible, and especially if you go Exort, you're not getting the extra points and Wex to, boost up that movement speed even just a tiny little bit. So you are just slow as hell.
Yeah, I think he would be fodder for sniper in that middle lane. Invoker is like, guys, this might not be the best matchup for me. Vega Squadron will go with the Slaughter with their last pick, so maybe a support Wind Ranger, as no one is going to pick up the sniper. So yeah, like I said, I thought no one exclusively played the Wind Ranger, but our Zeke is going to pick it up this time. Tron going to be the safe lane farming Slaughter. They'll probably put maybe an aggro dual lane for that Axe. We'll have to wait and see what they decide to do. I'm a big fan of the draft coming out from Vega, but I don't know. I'm not really sold on a Wind Ranger support. Shackle Shot needs levels, obviously, to be effective, and it's not that easy of an ability to hit in the first place. But then again, I kind of feel the same way about the Tuskar, who is going for, I imagine, support. He does have a smoke on him. He's going to roam with Silent Bottom. And yeah, Resolution, it looks like he'll be picking up the Invoker. He picks up a Blades of Attack. I can't remember what the starting items per build are. Like what you get for Quaswex, what you get for Exhort. I think Blades of Attack... Quaswex? Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, no, this is an indication that he's going to go Quaswex. It doesn't mean he has to go it, but most of the time Quaswex, you want to rush the phase boots, and the reason being is when you're going Exort, you have a little bit of damage to pump up your auto attack with Exort, but Quaswex, you don't get any extra damage, so your last hitting potential is awful. It's really bad, and so that's why you want to rush the phase boots as fast as possible when you're going Quaswex.
I will say that if the Invoker does get levels, and he can contribute to fights in the mid-game, Resolution, he'll be able to initiate from afar because, of course, the long-duration, long-range Tornado, maybe throw down an EMP, maybe a little bit later get like a Deafening Blast and a Chaos Bolt, which is very good, or Chaos Meteor against no one, so that he can't really like just sit in the back lines and just try to kill everybody. He'll have to avoid the Tornado. He's going to have to be very careful with his positioning, but that assumes that Resolution doesn't get absolutely obliterated in this mid lane, which is that's a pretty bold assumption at this point, just because of who he's going up against. But still, look at this early roam for Aloha Dance and Always Wanna Fly. They're not backing up. They're sitting in the jungle. There is a hero walking nearby. It's our Zeke. He hasn't skilled anything, so he will have win run if they decide to go on him. That's the big problem. They also have Magic Missile. They're going to try to fight. Right click's going to go. Magic Missile as well. They have no Snowball. They're going to Ice Shards, and he's so squishy, but the win run should be enough. It looks like our Zeke might get away. He is very slow. They need just one right click. He's going to eat a tree. Ice Shard's not there. Always Wanna Fly's Magic Missile. They're diving deep into the Tier 2 tower. The Courier's coming. The Courier's coming. Oh, my goodness. They get the first blood. They almost get the Courier. Oh, what the hell was that? Some Benny Hill music's playing. Meanwhile, no one's going to try to get a return kill. He has the headshot, but it's just not enough. And they pull the creep wave away, so actually Resolution's like, I guess I'm not getting experience or farm here. Oh, Cold Snap under the tower, taking a lot of harass. Resolution putting on some work early on in this lane as well.
Wow. If they got that Courier too, I would have wanted to leave the game if I was Vega. But nice persistence there from Empire. They knew if they could just get the stun cooldown to come up again, they would get an easy kill. In the meantime, that left Silent down here, who's got 3 CS. Top lane, I'm very interested to see. Actually, speaking of, tons of damage actually coming on, and that's an easy kill for Ivan, who is the stand-in? I don't even know if he's playing for Vega.
I think he's a stand-in. I've never seen him before.
But he just owned Yoki, who really seems to be the standout player of Empire lately. So, very nicely done. I don't know why Lina was in range of that. I mean, Lina's, who's already got such long range on Dragon Slave and one of the highest base range attacks in the game outside of Sniper, but you have to level up an ability for that. That's very surprising to me.
That was a really, really, really weird positioning error from Yoki. And also, I'm not sure, man. Even just sending a solo Lina up against an Axe seems kind of difficult if the positioning is bad for Yoki. So, I'm not sure about this lane.
I think that Lina definitely should win this lane, but I think that Yoki just messed up. I think he just was like, sometimes you can get in this mode where like you want to constantly apply pressure and you're auto-attacking, and the reason why you stand close to the creep wave is because it provides higher accuracy to get the last hit. But if you stand obviously too close to, actually he might even get another kill because he's got boots and he just put a battle hunger on him. Okay, maybe not.
Ooh, he could have called there, decided against it though. This top lane's dangerous for both heroes. This is a spicy lane coming out. Axe versus Lina. Not something you see every day. Mid lane matchup. Ooh, bottom actually action happening. They have a cast bouncing through. Tron sprinting away. They've already lost one here on the side of Vega. Seema on the run, but I don't think they chase him down. He actually got body blocked by the range creep who was trying to chase after some of the heroes. Oh, man. That could have been a lot worse for Vega, but not off to the best start for them, I suppose, besides that top kill on Yoki.
Yeah, checking last hits in mid. 10-3 for the Invoker, and 8-3 actually for the Sniper. And I think that a little bit has to do with, like, the extra damage that Sniper took after that little, you know, the shenanigans in mid. Kind of made him a little bit more scared. So as a result, Resolution doing very well in a lane that I do not think he wins at all.
I mean, he's full quas right now. He only has 1 Blades of Attack. His base damage right now is about 57. Well, his full damage, I should say. So it's not the best. And actually, there's a lot more damage for Sniper at this point. So I will a little bit more. And they have Shrapnel as well. Snowball, they're going to go in. It's the 3-man Snowball. Hey, how are you? Tron going to get a Slithering Crush off. Aloha Dance taking extra damage. Might fall to the right click. He is going to fog. No. He actually does get away just in time. They smoke him out just to make sure he gets away faster. Always want to fly. He might go down, but a big pickup on Tron. Silent walking back in. Whirling Axes. Magic Missile. Gets bashed up. Maybe gets another bash here. Just a second. The ranged attack gets it done for Silent. Oh, goodness. What a disastrous bottom lane. It's carnage everywhere. Blood on the floor. Whoa, my goodness.
Yep, and Tuskar kills himself, buys out. Mid lane looks like we got a kill from no one onto Resolution. Caught the very tail end of that, but... and then bottom again. More action. There's a stun onto Always Wanna Fly. The slow being applied, and it looks like Venge will be okay. He does have a stun.
Ron in some trouble. No bashes just yet, but he gets the kill. Now, of course, the snowball rolling onto the dead body. It's pretty insulting, unfortunately. Seema, the Ice Shard snipe coming in. Buddha Restoration, but he's got the ranged axes. He's got to get the kill. Double kill for Silent. He is 4-0-1. Power shot snipe misses. Oh, dear. Oh, and Always Want to Fly, and Silent might die to the creeps. 2 HP. And Aloha Dance actually takes aggro, and Silent lives. Silent lives at 5 HP. Are you kidding me? This bottom lane is absolutely nuts for Empire. Mid lane's going. They're going to use the cold snap. No one in trouble. Does Resolution have the damage? One with right click. He'll get the job done. Action all across the map. Jesus. Whew.
This is some Russian Dota and
top lane,
top
Yoki,
lane.
Light Strike Array. We ain't stopping, folks. There's kills all over the goddamn board. Yoki will fall. I haven't thought about using the Culling Blade, and then says, nah, I'm just going to spin you to death. And he gets another kill. What is happening, man? God.
All right, kill camera check. How many of you personally got? I've got all of them except that first mid sniper kill. That's the only one I missed. Damn it. Pim Uncle says he missed one. Action mid. Again, Resolution in trouble. Double shrapnel. Very nice tornado. If he gets shrapnel plus, no, it's not going to be enough, I don't think.
Yeah,
the power shot missed. It's only level 1, actually, so I don't think it kills him anyway.
Level 1 does 120 damage. Actually, if that power shot hits, Resolution, I think, is like either... he's pretty low, though, but he's not... I don't think he's dead. Yeah. Okay, well... by the way, hold on, because bottom lane might die again. No, just... All right, good. Just trying to make sure there's nobody dying. As long as I can make sure that's the case, then I can... All right, well, no one went for this kind of interesting build where he went for only 1 point in shrapnel. Like, that seems... That is probably... Isn't that your best ability? Don't you want to max that out? Like,
I'm not a fan of this. I've seen people do this before, but I feel like Invoker's a hero that you can really bully around with the shrapnel, just because he's a very slow hero. And yeah, he does go Quas Wex, but... The extra movement speed boost is okay, but it doesn't really do much. It's percentage based, and when you don't have much movement speed items like Yules or anything like that, you're still very, very slow. So, yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of this build, honestly.
I think Ivan saw him rotate top. They saw Resolution pick up a haste rune, so he's just kind of wasting some time here. Bottom lane, maybe a fight going to happen. They're going to push them back. That tower taking a lot of damage. This aggro tri-lane is going to work. And Yoki, after kind of a poor start, is sitting at 41 CS, your CS leader. And I think part of that is because everyone's been killing each other, so no one can really farm for a long period of time.
Well, he's been doing a good thing. Like, even though he's died twice up here, he's spamming out the neutrals too. Like, if you see the stack over here, they're kind of hurt a little bit. So he's been taking neutrals, he's been spamming out the wave, so... Despite the fact that he's given up dirt, spamming out the lane.
Always Want to Fly is going to TP. Assassinate trying to cancel the TP. It was just a bit too late. Really good Magic Missile coming out. Silent, Snowball onto Tron. They're going to commit on this. I'm not sure why Silent didn't go in. Battle Trance is going to go, but there's the cast. Bounces to Silent.
Oh.
Ivan's going to get the call off. Maybe the Ice Shards go. Silent in trouble. Calling Blade. Slams the blade down. Splits his head open. Aloha Dance now getting battle hungered up as well. Body blocks from Seema the Slayer. He says, what's up? Get out of here. He's going to get right-click down. Power shot. Another Calling Blade coming out as well for the double kill for Ivan. Oh,
really nice body blocks. Resolution trying to find a kill actually on no one. I think if he gets a tornado, and he actually goes full for 4 quas right now. He really wants the extra damage that the Cold Snap provides. It gives you a little extra damage on the tornado, I believe, too. Or, no, that's the lift time, never mind.
What else is going on the map? Any more action bottom? Because that's where the carnage has been. So Silent actually just dies for the first time there, and he didn't go for the Morbid Mask. He goes straight for the Helm of the Iron Will. So he's going to get a Helm of the Dominator, but he goes for the item that not many people go for first. However, because he's fighting so much, this might be an amazing item. 5+ armor.
Yeah.
The right click is like he's got 60 in armor, dude. That's ridiculous at 8 minutes into the game.
Yeah, it's definitely the better item for the lane, and it's going to be an easy tower for them with the help of the Troll ulti, which they don't really need, but secures it. It's a low cooldown, low mana cost. They do have a very deep ward, actually, that they show in the mid lane. This is very interesting. Just out of range of the tower, but it's going to provide some nice information.
That is dangerously close to the tower, but gives them a lot of information. Resolution jumping in, Tornado, and it is going to catch him. But can they get the match missile off? Absolutely. Wave of Tear comes out. Snowball coming in as well. Nowhere is safe on the map for Vega. Shackle shot nicely done onto Aloha Dance and the cast going. They will get the Berserker's Call. Tornado on cooldown. Ice Shards, Calling Blade. Ivan is keeping this game up for Vega right now. Meanwhile, they're going to find the Venge as well. Always want to fly, getting Slithering Crush. The Whirling Axe, is it going to be enough? Power Shot goes. They should have some ability to work with. Simo walks. He actually screws up his pathing. Tron, Cold Snap. He's in trouble. The right click from Resolution gets the kill. Cast will fly. Tornado hitting up onto Ivan. Not enough damage, obviously. Silent wants to run back in, but he's too far away. I don't know how far they chase into this. Resolution doesn't have Tornado. No Cold Snap for 6 either. Whirling Axe is down for a long time as well. TP rotations mid. Silent throws up the Whirling Axes again. TP away from Always Want to Fly. He gets right-clicked down by RZ. Big Whirling Axes are going to go. The Ice Shards. Will Silent survive? Assassination's going to go. The Snowball. Did he dodge it? He did dodge it. Unbelievable play from Aloha Dance. Are you serious? No way. That was insane.
Here comes Tron. He's still trying to pursue people. So is no one. Now they're actually going to get pursued on. Cold Snap is up in 2 seconds with the Tornado. Actually use the Tornado. It does hit. Yes, Cold Snap up.
The Snowball. We're going to keep rolling, folks. No one in trouble. Earn charges up. He is done. Dunzo. Silent going to work onto Seema. Seema's like, I did not sign up for this. Dragon Slave. Yoki rotates all the way from the top lane. He comes seemingly out of nowhere. He says, I'll just KS you real quick. Let me just Dragon Slave. Yeah,
this is 20 kills in 10 minutes, man. It's still going.
Wow. Well, what can you say, but Jesus, this is a fun game to watch. I don't know if you're not having a good time and you're watching this game, then I don't think you're alive, honestly.
Nice. Yules, actually, for Yoki, despite giving up some very questionable deaths up there. He's got 82 CS, man. He's got 82 CS after dying twice solo to an axe. So his CS has been very good. He's invis, yeah.
He wants to snipe somebody. He has the combo, man. He's got the combo. Although LSA is only level 1, he actually went for Fiery. So he wants one hero, and it's probably going to be Seema. Always Want to Fly gets caught out of position. Dragon Slave's going to go Laguna, but Seema, Buddha Restoration, he'll stay alive, and Always Want to Fly is like, that didn't help me. Power shot, he stays alive, actually, and LSA might be able to secure his retreat. Seema, again, because of Buddha Restoration, stays alive. Blink coming out, Ivan gets the Cold Blade. Now the Yule Scepter coming in, almost got the call up. Light Strike Array is going to go. Dragon Slave, there's the Snowball. Walrus Punch will secure the kill. Seema's like, I need to get out of here. Meanwhile, Tornado snipe from Resolution. Beautifully timed, beautifully placed, and the double from the Dragon Slaves. Yoki's out of mana, but he wants to keep going anyways. No one is going to have to avoid this LSA. Yoki has ridiculous move speed, 477. LSA, Yule's first, now the LSA is about to come down. No, the Ice Shards. Then the LSA hits the right click, and it is just Empire running over everybody from Vega.
I mean, we all waited so long, almost an hour for this, but it's honestly worth it. It's pretty awesome the way that they're just running at heroes and not skipping a beat.
This is a Quaspex Invoker. This is what he's good at, getting tornadoes, sniping out kills, and then, of course, the Lina, who is so good in the mid game. We've also haven't really talked about the Tusk, but he's been a big factor. Some really good snowballs. Also, the snowball dodge on the assassinate was unbelievable. Snowball.
Here comes another snowball.
Zeke, I think you were dead, my friend. Oh my lord. Well, there was a Wind Ranger there. Not anymore. Goodbye, Wind Ginger. It's been nice knowing you.
Yeah, actually, really no one is having a good game on Vega. No one, by I mean no people, I should say, because they have a player named No One. Well, he's not having a good game either. The only one is the stand-in, Ivan, who does have a blink, which is nice, but now it's turning into a death ball lineup for Empire, it seems. They're just running together and fighting together. They almost have an Orchids up on the Resolution at a ridiculous timing, considering his lane. Aloha Dance gets credit for the tower kill. He's actually one step closer to his blink, which I do think he should get. And actually, he's bought something else. It's going to be first the Fates boots, okay, and then maybe the blink after. Here's a smoke, though.
10,000 net worth lead. They want to keep going. They want that money. They want that dollar. See the play coming out. Snowball on all 5. Seema isn't dead. He's just dead. Yeah, he's also super dead. No, Ivan comes in with a call. Slithering Crush. That's going to be on to 4. They're turning the fight around. Always want to fly. Coaling Blade's going to miss. Laguna Blade does get the kill, but they've lost 3. A savage turnaround coming out from Vega. And Empire. Now, they have to back away. Tail between their legs.
That's actually going to be a huge dip for their lead. Yeah, it's going to rise just a little bit more, too, once they start farming a bit more. Troll wasn't there. He's 6-1 and 3. He's looking for a kill on the Seema the Slayer. Not going to find it. He's got the wolf behind him. That was just a really... I think they were just like, hey, I want to try out this 5-man snowball, see how fast it can be. In the meantime, though, Lena did pick up the blink before, or actually after she died.
Ivan got the call off. There's the assassination coming. Always want to fly, stays alive. Nice shards coming in. Snowball, magic missile, hits onto 2. Walrus Punch might go. Hasn't decided to use it yet. Arzik probably getting away. Long range tornado avoided easily because it was just so long, and they saw it coming from a mile away. Cold Snap comes out. No one is in the front lines now where he shouldn't be. Ice Shards, magic missile, call onto 2. Always want to fly, probably going to die in this situation, but there's the Walrus Punch. They get the sniper. It's a 3-for-1. Back and forth we go. Bodies flying everywhere. Ivan trying to get out. He's actually going to run right into Resolution with the Orchid. Snowball, it's a roll, and it's going to hit, and it's going to be a kill. Resolution on a mega kill streak. Jesus.
14-minute Orchids, man. That's insane. Here's a Haste Rune, and like, oh yeah, we forgot we have a troll. We can do Roshan too. He's got Sange and Yasha with his helmet of the Dominator as well. A very nice time. And that little bit of throw that they had, totally mitigated now. It's fine now. As far as they're concerned, it does not exist.
Wow. They are back to 10,000. Lucian's 31-17 losses, Exhort Invoker. 16-2 on Quas Wex.
That's an interesting stat to me. I like that. That's cool. Shows you how versatile he is with both builds. I mean, I knew that his export was more popular, but he hits tornado, just clips him.
Our Zeke does get hit by that, but this sniper has been so ineffective, man. He's been getting run at. He has no time to farm. Whatever advantage that sniper's usually accrue in the early game has not been there. He's gotten 1 kill, but every time he does, he like gets ganked or something. Sentry Ward comes out. Shackle not gonna latch. Resolution backing up, waiting for his team to get there. Aloha Dance not too far behind, but there is this Observer Ward here in the mid lane, so if they walk out, they will be spotted. And Vega, it feels like they're fighting for their lives here. Tron is just sitting at Treads at 1,400 gold. He can't even get a blink at 16 minutes into the game. He had safe lane farm, although I wouldn't qualify that as safe lane farm. More like safe lane getting destroyed, of course, as he couldn't get any CS. He was aggro tri-lane against. Jesus, this is becoming a pretty big issue.
It's scary, too, because you have 2 really good supports that could potentially help you win that tri-lane, whereas if you look at Empire, their supports... Oh, actually, hold that thought. That's a nice call, actually.
Power shot's gonna go. Meanwhile, the troll jumping in does get shackle shotted. They'll back away. Light strike array. Snowball. Ivan gonna get Laguna. He initiated and then troll initiated on the other side, saying, listen, you're not gonna follow up on that initiation coming up from Ivan. No one in some trouble as well. The right click. Uphill miss, not going to be there. Dragon Slave coming out as well. They're going for it all. They're going for the tier 3 tower. The Death Ward's going to go. They call GG at 17 minutes in the game. And oh my God. That was a goddamn disaster if I've ever seen one. This game, it blew up right in Vega's face. I don't know what else to say. Empire just crushed it.
Very rarely, man, am I speechless, but I am. I got nothing. Don't ask me. I got nothing to say. They just dominated him. Like, they just played so much better. Can I even call this a draft issue? Maybe, because the Slardar and the support Wind Ranger did absolutely nothing, and the sniper got no protection. But I just think they just slaughtered them and just played way better. Totally outskilled them and classed them.
That victory was not safe for work. Team Empire absolutely just destroying Vega Squadron. And Vega Squadron, we've talked about it. They are not a bad team. They've played very well in the past. And the stand-in was the best hero on their team in that game. He had a blanket, a couple of great calls, but the rest of his team got absolutely trounced in lane. It wasn't even close. So because of that, they have to go back to the drawing board. Luckily for them, it is a 2-game series. And I don't think this next game could be any worse than the game at hand that we just saw. 17-minute GG coming out from Vega Squadron. That's unbelievable. And pretty great action as well. And well, with that, game number 2 is going to be on its way again. This is High Ground TV. We're bringing you the production here for DotaPit Season 3 again. I'm Mott. With me is Trelf. You can follow him at TrelfDota. You can follow Pitmunkle at Pitmunkle. And you can follow MottPax at MottPax. We also have a giveaway. It's the Epic Arcana giveaway, the CM and PAA Arcana giveaway, which you can check out at gamersbook.com. If you hit the giveaway tab, it should be available there. Check that out quickly. Well, we'll see you guys at game number 2. Stick around, everybody.
G2A.com, the best video game store ever! Fast as lightning, solid as a rock, cheap as duck. What's more, you can sell on it because it's also a marketplace. Remember G2A.com, the best video game store ever!